Two. By hook or by crook, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Frank DeLuca Hall of Fame Field. It's a Saturday, and we somewhat avoided the heavy downpours of rain, so we are back, and we got some softball for you. As my name is Will Gallagher, I'm joined by Mo Shaletti. The Stratford Brakettes host the Connecticut Rebels, and Mo, last night the Stratford Brakettes split a doubleheader with the Junior Brakettes. Game one, good pitching from Sidney Adolphson, but unfortunately couldn't produce enough runs. Game number two, they got a couple of big bats and a huge 6-run inning. What do the Brakettes got to do today to try to possibly get the first sweep of the season?
Well, for the second game, we saw Anna Gadak go out there and pretty much be lights out. It's going to be boiling down to that again. Once again, pitching is dominant sport and it's dominant in this sport, and we'll see what we have in store with Kat Gallant, who will make a start for the Brigettes tonight. What you want to see them do is also tighten up their defense a little bit. A couple of base running blemishes they want to sharpen up with. I mean, there was a lot of adrenaline, a lot of nervousness opening day for the Brakettes, so those jitters are now over. They're playing a Rebels team tonight. We expect to see them to be challenging and hustling and, well, ideal situation tonight with the weather. Not the best because we're so used and spoiled with sunny and 70 all the time. Tonight we're going to be up against a lot of wind. Wind's coming straight in from right field right now. Heavy clouds are in the sky. Rain is not in the forecast, but certainly it looks like it. And we are about ready for the first pitch as they're finishing up ground rules.
So they are talking about ground rules right now, talking about the weather here. For whatever reason here in New England, here in Connecticut, it's beautiful during the week, but by the weekend it's gloomy, it's rainy, and not very good. Today started off that way. However, the rain wasn't heavy enough, and a huge thank you to all the town of Stratford grounds crew who got the field ready.
They were here early, Will. They were here early in the morning, mid-morning, and anticipated heavier rainfall than forecasted. And boy, it's impeccable. You never know it even rain dropped at all.
They don't like their name out over the air, so I will not
No, Rob,
mention.
that's Rob Kronk. He doesn't like his name put out there, but he's in charge, and he doesn't like his name out there. But you got to give credit where credit's due, in this, especially here at the Luca Hall of Fame Field. Always impeccable conditions.
Correct, and since they broke it up, it's starting lineup time, and why don't we throw it over to the voice of Frank DeLuca Hall of Fame Field, Coach Bill Ivanko.
Thank you, Will. Very good morning, everyone. Welcome to DeLuca Hall of Fame Field. Tonight, the Stratford Brakettes host the Connecticut Rebel. Here are the starting lineups first for the visiting Rebel. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 20, Charlie Quigley. Batting second, the left fielder, number 29, Mia Biancamano. Batting third, playing second base, number 37, Morgan Pelletier. In the cleanup spot, playing third base, number 9, Cheyenne Braccio. Pitching for the Rebels, number 7, Gabby Hines, she will bat fifth. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 25, Maddie Brown. Batting seventh, playing first, Melina Santia. Batting eighth and catching, Meredith Jude. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 13, Caitlin Mills. Batting 10th, the extra hitter, number 6, Paige Daly. And now for the home team, Stratford Brakettes. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 99, Izzy Ingersoll. Batting second is the left fielder, number 14, Kylie McLean. Batting third and playing third, number 11, Katie Siglet-Aglia. In the cleanup spot for the Brakettes, center fielder, number 5, Chelsea Belloff. Batting fifth and catching, number 12, Bree Ellergome. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 3, Molly Lennon. Playing second base and batting seventh, number 9, Caroline Hall. first. Number 29, Cat Palmer. The designated player batting ninth is number 25, Morgan Tainter. And in the circle for the Brakettes, at flex, number 8, Jack Gallant. But tonight, the starting pitcher for the Brakettes, from the Shelton Lily, Lydia McCollins. She'll drop the first pitch at her very first Brakettes game.
So Shelton Little League is here today supporting the Stratford Brakettes. Thank you to them, and thank you to Oxford Little League, who came out yesterday on opening day. That was a perfect strike. And we are just about ready to go here from Frank DeLuca Hall of Fame Field as the Stratford Brakettes and the Connecticut Rebels are just about ready to play ball here, and we'll give you the rundown one more time of the Guilford Sporting Goods starting lineup. Charlie Quigley leads things off, followed by Mia Biancamano. Morgan Pelletier will bat third. Cheyenne Braccio will bat fourth. Gabby Hine bats fifth. Maddie Brown bats sixth. Melina Santia bats seventh. Meredith Chu bats eighth. Batting ninth is Caitlin Milks. And Paige Staley will bat 10th. Milford Bank always their defensive alignment for the Stratford Brakettes. On the mound and in the circle will be Kat Gallant, making her first start of the season. Her battery mate tonight will be Bree Pelicone.
Center fielder is Chelsea Villar.
At first, it's Kat Palmer over at second, Caroline Hall. Kate Siglimpaglis at third. Izzy Ingersoll at short. Left to right in the outfield, Kylie McLean, Chelsea Villar, and Molly Lennon. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. And Mo, hopefully we'll have a good pair of games here tonight.
Absolutely. We saw a pair last night. We'll see I'm sure we'll see a good representation from this Rebel group against the veteran group of Brakettes.
Leading off for the Rebels, shortstop number 20.
Quigley leads things off. Gallant gets the signal, and we are underway. First pitch is a strike, 0-1.
Fastball right down the heart of the plate by Gallant.
The 0-1. Chopper right back to Gallant. Fields it cleanly. 1-3. 1 away.
Nice job on the comebacker by Gallant. Released the pitch in a ready position to field it. And that'll bring up Mia Biancamano for the Connecticut Rebels. Two pitches into the game. Corners are in for Biancamano. Middle straight up, outfield straight away.
First pitch foul, 0-1. So uncharacteristic for a June day. In our Lordship Corner Market weather check, 61 degrees feels like 59. Dew point 56 degrees, humidity 83%. We have 15-mile-an-hour winds going south as well today, so the long ball may not be possible tonight, but we shall see. 1-1. And they're now 1-2.
Inside pitch on the inside corner by Gallant. Ahead in the count. Will, how about a credit to the Shelton Little League? Well represented tonight here at DeLuca Hall of Fame Field. A tough night for softball.
Cut on and missed strike 3, 2 away. Pretty good crowd forming in here tonight.
Tough conditions. That's a stiff breeze. And it's coming, right now it's coming in straight in from right field.
According to our general manager, Rob Baird, yesterday, we had a very good showing at the gate as Pelletier will swing and miss the first pitch, 0-1. Over 100 people showed up for opening day yesterday.
Yeah. And that's a rescheduled game. That wasn't originally on the schedule.
0-1, outside 1-1. We just want to thank all the fans for the support of Brakettes softball, whether you'd be at DeLuca Field or watching at home and putting up with myself. Fly ball in the infield.
Oh.
Nice play there. Good read from Paul.
Yeah, it was a nice job. That wind was bringing that fly ball back towards first base and in, and Hall with a nice, fine running grab.
Rebels down in order. Guilford Sporting Goods starting lineup for the Stratford Brakettes reads as follow. Izzy Ingersoll leads things off. Kylie McLean bats second. Katie Siglum-Paglia bats third. Chelsea Villar will bat fourth. Brie Pellicone bats fifth. Molly Lennon bats sixth. Caroline Hall will bat seventh. Kat Palmer bats eighth. And Morgan Tainter rounds out the Stratford Brakettes lineup.
So for those looking for River Caraballo, she's here in attendance in the booth here. We're making her way at each station tonight. She's helping out at the public address system. She'll make her way around to the game scoreboard operations, and what a welcome addition for the summer of 2025. And we thank her for choosing the Brakettes organization for her internship, as she is a media specialist at Emerson College, and well, she represents herself very well. New to the sport, and enjoying every minute of it. In fact, we usually get here very early. She was way earlier than us.
I'd like to thank her and Jordan Janex for stepping in yesterday as I filled the public address role. However, I am where I need to be tonight.
In HD
and,
at that.
And where I am better at as well as
some would argue on that. But
Milford Bank always there defensive alignment reads as follow. Gabby Hine will be the starting pitcher on the mound in the circle for the Rebels. Her battery mate Meredith Chu behind home plate. Over at first, Melina Santia. Morgan Pelletier at second. Cheyenne Braccio over at third. And Charlie Quigley at short, left to right in the outfield. Mia Bianca Mano, Maddie Brown, and Caitlin Millers. Two umpire crew here tonight. As
shortstop number 9, Izzy Ingersoll.
You're hired.
As River Caraballo reading off the public address for the Brakettes today. First pitch outside 1-0.
First looks at Gabby Hine, the starter for the Rebels.
1-0 misses, now 2-0. 2-0 count already. Hard hit ball. That might find a gap. It will. Izzy Ingersoll with a lead-off single.
Nice job by Ingersoll to go with the pitch and land it safely in the left center.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 14, Kylie McLean.
Brings up Kylie McLean now. But a good job there. 2-0 count from Ingersoll. Takes it to the left center gap. That's Ingersoll out of Southern Connecticut University. And now coming up is Kylie McLean, who takes that one deep to left. Yahtzee! Kylie McLean, 2-run home run. And already it's 2-0 Stratford Brakettes.
Wasted no time with that one. Will jumped on a first pitch fastball, got a lot of the middle of the plate. She turned, drove it completely out of the field, some 265 feet away. Brakettes are on top, 2-0. What a drive off the bat of Kylie McLean, and a spirited group joined her at home plate to celebrate the home run.
Out of Monmouth University.
Well, certainly doesn't get any easier for Hine on the mound.
Now Siglum-Paglia takes a strike, 0-1 out of St. Peter's.
Now a veteran of the Brakettes, Stratford Brakettes. Started away in the juniors, rose to the ranks of Brakettes a couple of years back, and certainly has earned that distinguished honor.
Oh, one fly ball foul, now nothing in two. Also remember her from her days playing with Extreme Chaos back in the mid to late 2010s.
I believe I was like a 14-year-old at that time. She was very young.
The 0-2. Dribbler over to third, fielded cleanly, and a good throw to get the out 5-3, one away.
Nice play on both ends there. Raccio at third. Santia at first, dug it out of the dirt.
Center fielder, Chelsea Villar.
Now Chelsea Villar.
Villar in batting practice was putting on a show, driving the ball very hard into each side of the field and in the gaps and on the line.
Hard hit ball deep to center, just over the glove of the center fielder, and Villar is in at second, and a double from Chelsea Villar.
Not much of a chance Brown in center field on that one. That was hit pretty hard, a laser, if you will, and it one hops the wall. And right back at it for Chelsea Villar, carrying that batting practice right into the game.
That brings up Bree Pellicone now. Pellicone out of Barry University swings at the first pitch. Good backhand play there from the player at second, Pelletier. However, a productive out, though, by Pellicone as that moves up Villar.
Well, you like to see a player do their job and getting that runner over, and that's what Pellicone did there on a great play over there on a backhand stab by Morgan Pelletier. And here's a tough out right here.
Lennon will take the first pitch inside of Wesleyan University.
She had quite a night last night, too, in that second game. And another one who was moved up this year, Molly Lennon from the juniors. And we watched her over the years put on some good, quite a few hitting displays. And very quick on the wheels, hustles right out of the box. One thing about Molly Lennon.
Hard hit ball there, and there's another hitting display as that one will drop in right in front of the center fielder. Villar scores. It's 3-0 Stratford.
Well, a nice drive by Lennon to send it to right center, a low liner. Diving attempt by Brown out there. She was able to glove it on one hop.
Caroline Hall, number 9.
It's not Caroline Hall will bat. Hall
There it
takes
goes.
that one deep to left and caught at the track. Great play by the left fielder in Mia Biancamano to retire the side, but not before. Kylie McLean with a 2-run home run and Molly Lennon with an RBI single. We played one full from Frank DeLuca, Hall of Fame field. It's the Stratford Brakettes 3. It's the Connecticut Rebels 0. You are watching Stratford Brakettes softball on Brakettes.com and on YouTube.
Oh, we've certainly seen the Rebels flash the leather out there in that bottom of the first. That was a fine grab by Biancamano as she reached up and over the wall right at the edge. No further could she go to put that one into her glove. Due up for the Rebels, it'll be Cheyenne Raccio, Gabby Hind, and Maddie Brown to start things off in the top of the second. Will, this is a great night right here. I mean, I can't believe this many people would show up on a tough night to watch a game. It's rather cloudy, dreary, and the wind is howling, coming right off that river. Give credit to the Stratford people once again for showing up in numbers. I see a lot of our senior season ticket holders are in attendance, too.
Starting with number 9, Cheyenne Raccio.
So, Raccio now. To lead things off, getting Rachel Hine and Brown all due up.
Fastball on the outside corner by Gallant. Nothing in one.
0-1. Upstairs and gets away from Hall and from Pelicone. 1-1. Gallant, her second year with the Stratford Brakettes, first start of the season. Coming off of a great year last year. 1-1 fouled off.
Yeah, she was a dominant force out there. We watched her as an impact pitcher in high school and now as a Brakette.
She's out of Villanova.
And smart.
A great softball program there. The 1-2 cut on a miss, strike 3, 1 away.
Second strikeout for Gallant.
So our first pitcher versus pitcher matchup here is Heim will stand in, looking to try to help out her own cause.
They'll play. The corners are in. The middle is straight up. Outfield straight away for Hine.
First pitch in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. In there, 1-1 now is.
The lights have been turned on since the start of the game.
The 1-1 cut on a miss. Now 1-2. The 1-2 cut on and missed, strike 3, 2 away. So back-to-back strikeouts. That's number 3 for Gallant today.
Oh, well, one thing I noticed already is there's a couple things missing here tonight, and that's due to some ceremonial things for them, as the Gage family is down in Virginia enjoying a 80th birthday party, and I have not seen Rich Spacey, so to the long-standing people that watch this Brakettes and certainly missed.
First pitch of strike, 0-1. The call to the Lakes. From the umpire, brought to you by the Wasikowski Law Firm. 0-1. Cut on and miss now, 0-2. Hello to Rich. Hello to everybody watching. Sure, I have some family and friends watching around. There's strike 3, 1, 2, 3. Go to Rebels. All down via the strikeout. That's 4 strikeouts now for Cat Gallant. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Stratford Brakettes. It is 3-0. Now, also, I would like to send a huge thank you to Rich Spacey as well. He helped me out. So, opening day, I saw a college that I was not familiar with. I saw the spelling, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to attempt this on the air. I'll just say CMU for now. And when I find out, I'll report it. And it was Carnegie Mellon University.
All right, if you will.
Gabby Yamoa goes to school for the junior Brakettes. Carnegie Mellon is out of Pittsburgh. I did my little research on it. They're a Division III college. Actually known for a theater program.
All right.
But thank you to Rich, and
always a fine figure at the ballpark. We miss you, Rich. Hopefully see you Tuesday.
So Cat Palmer will lead things off again. It's Palmer, Tinter, and then the top of the order with Ingersoll. First pitch of strike, 0-1.
Right down the middle, off the glove of Jew, back to the backstop.
Another Wesleyan Cardinal. Oh, 1 foul now, 0-2. Well, it's 2 strikes, nobody out. Upstairs, now 1-2.
Morgan Tainter is the on-deck hitter. Then it's back to the top of the order.
And the 1-2. Caught on a missed strike 3. Runner goes and out. So first strikeout of the game. So K2-3 1 away. First strikeout of the game for Hine. That'll bring up Morgan Tainter.
And Palmer might have been chasing a high pitch there, but you got to protect with 2 strikes.
So now Morgan Tainter swings at the first pitch and an single through the 5-6 gap.
Yeah, one of those 100 hoppers that'll go into left field. A 1-out single for Tainter. 1 on, 1 out for Izzy Ingersoll.
For 99, Izzy Ingersoll.
She singled and scored a run back in the first inning. Part of the 2-run homer by Kylie McLean. Corners are in. Middle straight up.
Ingersoll once again of Southern Connecticut University, that is based in New Haven. Nothing in 1 to the count.
Former Brakettes runs that show.
0-1 up and in 1-1.
Hine looking to move Ingersoll off the plate. Outfield straight away. Middle looking for 2.
1-1 upstairs, now 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Outside now 3-1.
Morgan Tainter, another one that got called up on first base. We'll watch her with the 3-1 count.
3-1 foul. Count runs full, 3-2. McLean, the home run hitter, on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first. The payoff. Ball's hit in the air fairly well to right center. That's going to be a long fielder's choice.
Wow, tough
as
one.
Tainter, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It was hanging up there for quite a while. You saw Brown streaking across the field. Tainter wasn't sure if she was going to get in the air. She got caught in no person's land and is forced out at second. That'll go down as a fielder's choice 8-6, leaving Ingersoll at first and Kylie McLean to step up to the plate.
2-run home run for Kylie McLean, her last at bat. First pitch upstairs, 1-0.
A changeup right there. Kylie McLean, who has that short to it, long through it approach and makes solid contact. She gave the Brakettes a 2-0 lead with that home run.
Her second homer of the season. Had one last night against the junior Brakettes. Game 2 victory, 8-4. 2-0 strike, 2-1 now.
A little spin to it, caught the outside edge.
Out of Monmouth.
You know, once again, we see a 2025 edition of a fine product in the Brakettes.
There's another hit from McLean into left field. This time it'll just be a single. Brings up Katie Siglampaglia.
McLean now 2 for 2. First and second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. 3-0 Brakettes lead this one. So this is year number 79?
Yes.
Number 79 for the Brakettes organization, a proud bunch. And I think John Stratford, who I see in the front row, player developmental coach, and he's been here for pretty much every one of those seasons.
Talking to one of our longtime season ticket holders, first pitch swing in Siglampaglia. That will drop right into no woman's land. 4-0 Brakettes. RBI single as Ingersoll scores.
Old Texas Leaguer right there. You know, bloop and a blast is in order right now as That'll bring up Chelsea and Villar. Runners at the
John Rapp,
corners.
center field. Chelsea Villar.
Ciampaglia label land one in the right center. Villar doubled her first time up and scored a run. Scored a run on Molly Lennon's single to right center.
First pitch, strike, 0-1.
Outfield deep for Villar. Corners are in, middle straight up.
0-1 upstairs, 1-1. Count for Villar.
Bree Pelican, the on-deck hitter.
Ooh. 1-1 foul. Now 1-2, 2 out, runners at the corners.
That's a nice compact swing by Villar, just underneath it. She carved that one out of play into over the right field stands.
Villar out of Hofstra. Fouls that one off, brace for impact. Just to the right of us.
I thought it was coming in.
I thought Danny Volterno was going to die for that.
That'll be the day. He'd have dove right into the parking lot, I think.
The 1-2. See if Ciampaglia goes. She does. And she'll take second.
She might have surprised everybody with that.
Believe that will be defensive indifference. Or actually, since there was a move down, that might be a stolen base. We'll see what the official ruling is later. 2-2 swung on a missed strike 3.
Oh, you saw that swing and a miss for strike 3, but for Katie Ciampaglia, I think the catcher was looking for somebody to cover, and they were late in getting to the bag. But nevertheless, the Rebels get out of that. 1 run in on 3 hits in the inning. At the end of 2 innings of play, it's the Brakettes 4, the Connecticut Rebels nothing.
So new item on the menu at DeLuca Field, smash burgers.
What? Wow, I gotta check
Which
that
is
out.
being tested. I actually tried one on Wednesday. Actually,
Yeah?
tasted pretty good.
Can you DoorDash it up here? What do you think? They got the Venmo.
Maybe.
Great menu, of course, by Mark Stromowski, the head chef here at the DeLuca Hall of Fame Field.
So 7-8-9 due up for the Rebels here. Santia, Jew, and Milk's all due up.
And somewhere along the line, we saw Caitlin Mills this season somewhere. I don't know exactly where we were, but we did have seen her. She'll be hitting 3rd in the inning.
Leading off the 3rd inning, Rebels playing first base tonight, number 71, Melina Santia.
Hard to believe that already. We're back to calling softball games at DeLuca Field. And first pitch in their first strike, yes, 0-1.
Corner's about even with the bag, middle straight up. Villar in center field, a step or 2 towards right.
The 0-1. Cut on and miss now, 0-2.
An old-fashioned fastball by Gallant, right by Santia's attempt.
The 0-2 upstairs, 1-2. Off the glove of Pelican. 1 and 2 outside, 2 and 2.
Just outside.
Two, grounder to second, 4-3, 1 away.
Hugged the ground and played well by Carolyn Hall at second. Over to Palmer. Leadoff hitter retired for the Rebels.
First pitch outside.
Had some giddy up on it. Looked like a spinner away. This Kakalon could bring it. So today's golf tournament was postponed. It'll be remade up and still time for golfers to get in on July 26th.
And folks, if you cannot make the July 26th date, refunds will be refunded. The 1-0 upstairs, 2-0, please contact the Stratford Brakettes. Should that be it? In case the 2-0 foul tip, now 2-1.
So go. Gallant's staying on the outside part of the plate. Once again, Villar a step or two towards right. In center field.
2 balls to strike. 1 out, nobody on. Now 3-1. That one's just a little outside. Three-one cut on the miss. Count runs to full. 3-2.
Gallant coming all the way back. 1 on, nobody on for the Rebels.
Payoff. Fly ball foul.
Got a piece of that. Good piece of that. That's hopefully we're saying her last name correct. Ju.
Apologies
Meredith.
to any
Yeah,
mispronunciations.
not familiar with anybody on the Rebels. Baby Milks.
Cut on and miss strike 3. It's now 5 strikeouts for Cat Gallant.
Yeah, one thing you could say, year in and year out, the Brakettes do produce some real good pitchers. They bring them in here, and they're right on top of you with every pitch.
And this is one of those weather days that favors the pitchers. First pitch, strike nothing and 1. A little bit cool and chilly outside.
And the wind's at our back. So when you're pitching and there's headwind, forget about it. You don't want to pitch, but when the wind's at your back, you kind of like it.
0-1 in there, now nothing and 2. Has to add at least 3 to 5 miles an hour to your pitch.
Oh, yeah. And the wind's in the face of the hitter. A lot going on out there today.
2 just outside, 1-2. Our High Pack Out of Town scoreboard updates will be coming soon. The 1-2 foul.
Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Peter Beard's in the building. Of course, he's the brother of Rob Beard, the general manager.
The 1-2. Cut on and miss strike 3. So that's 6 strikeouts for Gallant. We played 2.5 innings. 4-0 Stratford. And it's 5, 6, 7 due up. Pelican, Lennon, and Hall. A reminder, folks, the golf tournament now July 26th. Right after you're done golfing, head to Frank Luca Hall of Fame Field because that's the day of the Mickey Stratton round robin. There's a couple junior Brakettes games earlier in the day.
A lot of
play at
softball, a
noon
lot
and
of
at
golf.
2. And then the Stratford Brakettes will play, I believe it's 6 o'clock as well. That's to honor one of the all-time great Stratford Brakettes.
Great honor.
So we're just about ready to go here. Pelican and Lennon Hall once again due up. Pelican, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second her last at bat.
Well, on that Saturday, July 26th, is the New Jersey Ruthless coming to town at 6, as you mentioned. That, of course, that's Trish Popowski's squad, right?
Believe so.
Great infield for the Brakettes back in the early 90s.
The 1-0 inside now 2-0.
Once again, Hine going underneath the hands of Pelican. Pelican ground out in the first inning. The second.
2-0 up the middle. Nice play. 6-3, 1 away. So the aggressiveness on the 2-0 count doesn't pay off. 1 away brings up Molly Lennon.
Hard hit ball by Pelican. Quigley ranging well to her left to make that play. Molly Lennon drove one to right center for a single back in the first inning that scored Chelsea Villar.
Lennon, it's that one high in the sky to left and caught. Eventually 2 away by the left fielder Bianca Mano. And speaking of Bianca Mano, she made a great catch on Caroline Hall to end the first inning. That's who bats now. Hall out of Lafayette College. I believe that's Easton, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
First hit swinging and a 2-out single for Hall.
Nice job right there by Caroline Hall to send it right back where it came from in the center field.
Number 29, Pat Palmer.
And now Palmer struck out and thrown out at first K2-3.
Some action in the Brakettes bullpen. Might be a throw day for someone. I believe it's
Palmer swings the first pitch as well. And an aggressive inning for the Brakettes at bats to no avail. As we've played 3 full, it's still 4-0 Stratford. 10-1 and 2 due up for the Connecticut Rebels. And looking ahead, so unfortunately Tuesday night, I will not be here. Moshaletti will be here. He'll bring you the call. It will be the Stratford Brakettes and the New York Lady Nightmares, team that we just saw on
last night.
On
Wednesday night
against the Junior Brakettes. Junior Brakettes sweeping them 8-6, and then 7-6 in game number 2. And then for the Stratford, and then we will have a Junior Brakettes doubleheader on Wednesday as they host the Mission City Queen Cobras.
I believe that's Rich LaCurse's team. So we have a change somewhere out there.
Or report it when we get to it.
I've
Daily now, the batter, first pitch is strike, 0-1. But after that Junior Brakettes doubleheader, it's off to Lyons, Pennsylvania for next weekend. It's a pretty special weekend always in Lyons, Pennsylvania, and a little extra special as well this year, much like last year, but it's the Arnold Schroyer Honorary Tournament. Go to upstairs 1 and 2.
Well, we're also celebrating, well, the day of your birth, as we did last year, and captured a little red velvet cake for you.
That was very good. There's strike 3, 1 away. I would love to see that diner again.
I'm sure we will. Hopefully, we get there before it closes. Diner located about a half a mile away from.
So 7 strikeouts now for Gallant. We go to the top of the order. First pitch, Quigley fouled, 0-1.
That's a great trip down there. It's nothing but softball and cornfields for sure. Day in, I believe it's a 2-day event, maybe 3. Friday night it might start. We get down there Saturday. Wow.
I believe that's a 2-day event. The 0-1 foul, now 0-2. Oh, to the count. Misses. 1-2. Yeah, it looks like there is some stretching and tossing going on, as you mentioned before. Trying to see the number.
Not sure if it's a throw day or maintenance.
1-2 in there, strike 3. So that's now 4 straight strikeouts.
Ready for the Rebel.
8 in totals. And 7 of the last 8 now for Cat Gallant. Seven of the last 8 batters have struck out, as Mia Biancamono was the first to strike out back in the first inning. Now 0-2.
Yeah, Gallant is right in the zone with every pitch, and you could see she's hitting spots. Wherever Pelicone sets up, you could make sure you'll see it right there. Infield creeping in with 2 strikes to Biancamano.
0-2. Check swing. Did she go? Yes, strike 3. Side retired. So again, 1-2-3. Go the Connecticut Rebels. We are halfway through. So far, pretty brisk moving game here as 9-1 and 2 due up. 4-0 the lead still for the Stratford Brakettes. For 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Stratford Brakettes. No runs, no errors for the Connecticut Rebels. 3 runs in the first, a run in the second for Stratford.
Oh, well, for those not familiar with DeLuca Fields, we are located on the banks of the Housatonic River. Just beyond the right field fence, you could come down here and enjoy the fine provisions provided by the town of Stratford. You got the benches area, you got a picnic area, you got a bike path, a walking path, all from Main Street, a dedicated bike route from Main Street all the way to pretty much the boat ramp called the Stratford Greenway. There's a food truck or two. Maybe not today, but lots of boats up and down there, and you can enjoy the river traffic.
Looks like we have a pitcher's change.
98, is that?
Once we get it, we will.
It's a left-hander nonetheless.
Tainter to lead things off. Again, it's Tainter in the top of the order with Ingersoll and McLean. First pitch a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. Not really a full swing from Tainter, but she did put a drive on it. F9, 1 away.
We do have a pitching change. Not sure of the name here. It was not sent to us. So Hine has been relieved.
Ingersoll first pitch swinging, and that gets through. We'll wait and see. Will be a single. I agree with that call.
Hard hit ball by Ingersoll underneath the glove of Quigley into center field.
Kylie McLean now the batter.
2 for 2, 2 hard hit balls, a home run and a single.
First pitch a strike, 0-1.
So the corners are about even with the bag. Middle straight up, outfield very deep for McLean. With Ingersoll at first.
0-1 misses 1-1. McLean's 2 for 2.
So that is number 98 for the Rebels on the mound in relief of Hine.
Rounder over to short. They get one. The throw just not in time. So a fielder's choice for McLean.
Nice play by Quigley to surround the ball, get it over to Pelletier for the force at second, 2 outs.
Siglum Paglia to bat now.
She's single in her last at bat.
First pitch up and in for a ball, 1-0, and McLean takes second.
Roll the pass ball. That drops the infield back. Outfield very deep again.
Hard hit on 1-0, just foul. Down the right field line, right.
That's a hard hit ball deep into the right center corner, or right field corner, off the bat of Cian Paglia. Of course, I believe it was about a year ago she had that big knee operation. Well, it took a year to recover. She did play last year quite a bit as well.
1-1.
Oh.
Right up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher. 1-6-3, and that will retire the side.
A nice job right there by the pitcher, number 98. We don't have a name yet. Off her glove over to Quigley. Onto Santia to retire the Brakettes in the bottom of the fourth.
So that will save a potential RBI single. 3-4-5 due up for the Rebels.
I do like the way they play the field.
Their defense has been keeping them in this ballgame. It looks like we're going to see a pitcher's change, too, for the Stratford Brakettes.
Hit me over with the home plate umpire, making the change known.
Going to be Emma Bayer.
So our first look's at her.
Emma Bayer out of Marist College. That's so Gallant, after 4
pretty strong innings, Will.
Near flawless.
Well, you could say that.
Say flawless innings.
Yeah, it's pretty flawless.
Gallant. Brakettes turned to Emma Bayer now.
Yeah, it's pretty flawless, Will.
Agreed 100%. Pelletier will now back. Again, Pelletier,
28
Riggio, and Hine all due up. First pitch, what a grab!
Oh, what a play by Carolyn Hall right there. She read that hard hit line drive to perfection. Goes up, over her head, makes the grab. One pitch, one away to start things off here in the fifth. Great play, Carolyn Hall. We'll put a circle around that.
First pitch foul, 0-1. I hope Bristol's watching.
Oh, I think
And
I'm sure they are.
that was big play there, and it looks like we're gonna have a. So this is Maddie. I did not catch the last name. Bertrand, thank you, Coach Phil. Nothing in two. And pitch. Chopper foul. What a play there from Caroline Hall. Elevated at least 6 inches off the air to make that play.
Yeah, she went up and grabbed it pretty well.
0-2 outside 1 and 2.
So we're getting our first looks at Emma Bayer. I'm sure this is right in the back pocket of John Stratton. He's always known to scout these pitchers out.
So swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll be her first strikeout. The throw, they're going to say safe. That was close.
Yeah.
But the benefit there, we'll agree with that. So that's going to be the first base runner for the Rebels.
Off the glove of Pelicone. Back to the backstop, not able to throw her out.
So this is number
98.
98. One out. Fly ball foul.
So 98 came in relief, the lefty thrower, in relief of Gabby Hines last inning, which was the bottom of the fourth. Now steps up at the plate.
Top fly stays in the infield. 2 away, making the play there is the shortstop, Ingersoll.
2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Brakettes lead this one 4-0. 4-9 and 0 for the Brakettes. All zeros for the Rebels.
First pitch strike, 0-1.
Bear showing a strong fastball in her debut as a Brakette. Big right-hander.
Maddie Brown. The 0-1 bunted attempt.
Nice play.
And a nice play from Siglum Paglia. 5-4 side retired.
Nice job right there. The veteran Katie Sam Paglia comes racing down third, able to glove it. On to Hall for out number 3.
So let's count the game. It's official now. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Stratford Brakettes. It's 4-0. Stratford still on top.
Well, we always talk about our streams, and this year, something a little different. We're over on YouTube, courtesy of the Brakettes organization. I believe all the games are still archived, and if you can get them right directly off our website or on YouTube. Go to Brakettes.com for more information. Brakettes.com, local sports coverage you can count on, as we've done numerous events over the last few years. A lot of Stratford High and Benell activities. Stepping up to the plate to start things off at about a fifth for the Brakettes is Chelsea Villar. She doubled and scored in the first, struck out in the second. Leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the fifth.
Villar, Pelican, and Lennon all due up. Villar, first pitch swinging off the glove of the pitcher. That will be a single. Time called.
Hard hit ball off the bat of Villar. Struck the pitcher, the left-handed pitcher, in the shin and ricocheted back towards the Brakettes dugout. And no way they were going to throw out Villar there.
First pitch swing from Pelican, foul. Nothing in ones. That one heads towards the lobby area at DeLuca Field.
Spree Pelican with a quick, snappy swing.
Oh, one cut, missed now, nothing in two. A lot of first pitch swinging by the Stratford Brakettes today.
I like something about that first pitch out of the hands of the Rebels.
Oh, two at stage fair, so
Nice.
that'll be a non-sacrifice sacrifices. We like to call those 2, 3, 1 away. Perfectly placed, almost a swinging bunt, is right off the end of the bat, allowing Villar to take second.
Well, a great play, good bounce by Meredith Drew, the catcher. That ball was spinning, still spinning, right directly in front of home plate.
Lennon,
Oh,
hard
nice.
hit liner, nice play over at first, 2 away.
Once again, the Rebels flashing the leather. Melina Santia at first. There could be somebody else now. I think that, I'm not sure if that's Santia at first. They might have made a substitution there.
We have not received any defensive changes yet as Hall the batter. 4-0 the lead for the Stratford Brakettes. Up and in now. 2-0.
Runner in scoring position for the Brakettes. Villar started things off with the single.
2-0 in their first strike, 2-1.
Moved over to second on the ground out by Pelican right directly in front of home plate. Like you said, a swinging bunt.
2-1, but away 3-1. Looking into the crowd, can't help but to notice that, well, there's a lot of winter jackets here.
Yeah.
3-1, liner, foul. Count runs full, 3-2. I mean, 61 degrees is, pretty cold. Especially in June.
A chilly wind.
Yeah,
Could be a wind chill. Like you mentioned, I believe 61 degrees, 62 degrees, and a 59 feel.
It feels like 59. It's probably even worse here at the beach. I mean, keep in mind, Short Beach is right down.
Less than a mile away.
There are times where, when I used to play Stratford Little League, that it got pretty cold. It felt like we were playing in winter instead of summer. But anyways, the payoff, liner, foul over set. The count remains 3-2.
Certainly a why am I out here condition when it's cold like that. Not fun. Cat Palmer is the on-deck hitter.
3-2 to Hall. Foul. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Villar still at second.
Good battle going right here between Carroll and Hall. And number 98 of the Rebels.
Yes.
Once again, fly ball underneath and making the play out and right to end the inning.
It's Caitlin Milts retiring. Carolyn Hall.
So again, Stratford leaves one on. We head to the sixth. Looks like it's 7, 8, 9 due up for the Connecticut Rebels.
What else we have, Mark?
With some advertisements being read as
Well, the menu, pretty much the menu just described to the fans in attendance at DeLuca Field.
and they're selling hot coffee.
Yeah. Mention of ice cream, and I'm watching a fan enjoying a fine cone. I forget what kind of cone they are, but they are served here at the Luca Hall of Fame Fields. Quite a few things, some ices of lemon ice, orange ice, and even coffee tonight. I'm not even thinking about some ramen noodles. Weather very brisk, and we still have another game after this.
First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Bears second inning of work.
Picking apart the outside corner there.
The 0-1. Fly ball from Santia under it and making the play, 1 out.
Nice job by Carolyn Hall to track it, to win playing tricks with it. She started quickly to go out towards the outfield, realized it was going to stay in. So the leadoff hitter for the Rebels is retired here in the top of the 6th. The Brakettes lead this one 4-0.
Sheriff Chu now. First pitch up and away, 1-0.
Infield, the corners are even with the bag. Middle straight up, outfield straight away.
1-0, cut and miss, 1-1.
Drew a strikeout victim back in the 3rd.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss now, 1-2.
Oh, what a fine changeup out of the arm of Emma Baer in relief of Kat Gallant in her 2nd inning of work.
The 1-2. Another great off-speed pitch there. Strike 3, 2 away.
Interesting changeup right there. I mean, we do see Anna Gadak with a fine changeup, but this is probably right there with it. Of course, Anna Gadak, who was the winner in last night's game, too.
2 away. That's her 2nd strikeout. First pitch of strike, milks 0-1. Oh, 1 up and in. 1-1 to count. One. Caught on a miss now, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, milks, nobody on for the Rebels. Fly ball stays in the infield.
We're in the middle of the 6th inning.
And we have played 5.5. It is still 4-0. 8-9-1 due up for the Brakettes.
9-1 due for the Brakettes.
So last chance for the Stratford Brakettes. Add some more insurance runs here to try to ensure this game 1 win. Palmer, Tainter, and top of the order with Ingersoll.
Oh, the Brakettes took the early lead 3-0 in the bottom of the first. Big blow in that inning was the home run off the bat of Kylie McLean. And also scoring in that inning was Chelsea Villar. She doubled with 1 out. And with 2 outs, Molly Leonard drove her home to add to the 3rd run. And they also produced a run in the bottom of the 2nd. That was Izzy Ingersoll, who reached on a fielder's choice and was driven in by a single off the bat of KDC and Paglia. That's where we stand 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Cat Palmer to lead things off.
First pitch, Palmer. In there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Upstairs, 1-1. 1-1 Palmer. Hard hit,
nice
grounder. Hop, skip, and a jump. 3 unassisted. 1 away. Looks like Cynthia's back over at first.
Cynthia, what a fine grab there. A hard hit ground ball by Cat Palmer. Getting in front of it and making the first out in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 25.
Molina Santia.
Now Morgan Tainter. First pitch up and in for a ball, 1-0.
Oh,
Fouled off the catcher, 1-1.
looks like Meredith Drew was okay as Tainter will give her a breather by talking with Coach Lauren Pitney, now in her 3rd year as manager of the Brakettes. Of course, Morgan Tainter, a catcher in her own right, knows the drill.
Liner, nice grab there. So Santia again, L3, 2 away.
So the gloves of the Rebels have been very impressive.
Now Ingersoll.
Tough play here.
Dribbler over to third. They will get the out. 5-3, side retired. So Brakettes down in order for the first time today.
Shine.
Still 4-0 Stratford. We go to the 7th, where it is 10-1-2. And the last chance for the Connecticut Rebels try to get a rally going.
That's a fine play on a slow roller by Cheyenne Raccio to retire Ingersoll.
Well, they're looking to complete something special.
And of course, Gallant was the starter in this one, going 4 full. Bear came on in the 5th. Now in her 3rd inning of work as we go to the top of the 7th.
3rd inning of work for Emma Bayer in relief of Kat Gallant.
Gallant's still entitled for the win because she pitched the majority. Softball a little bit different than baseball.
Yeah.
In that regard. Staley now the batter. Again, Staley in the top of the order with Quigley and Biancamano. Last hope for the Connecticut Rebels. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0.
Corner's just a step in on the infield, middle straight up, outfield straight away for leadoff hitter Paige Staley.
1-0 misses high 2-0. 2-0 cut on and miss, now 2-1.
There's the off-speed pitch by Bear once again.
Being aggressive, down by 4 runs. Now 3-1. Three
Nice.
1 in there for a strike. Count runs full. 3-2.
Well, it's a challenge pitch right there by Bear. A straight fastball down the middle. Hit it if you can, she said.
Payoff. Cut on
All
and
the way
missed,
back.
an outside off speed pitch for strikeout number 3 in relief for her. 1 away.
All the way back from the 3-1 count.
Now it's Charlie Quigley's turn.
Third strikeout for Bear.
First pitch upstairs for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. Foul. 1-1.
Ciampagli in at third. Gallant even with the bag at first. Middle straight up. Outfield straight away, except for Villar, maybe a step over towards right in center. Nice.
1-1 in there for a strike. Great pitch there. 1-2. These
No, once again,
changeups have
yeah.
just been
Unhittable, unreadable.
foul still. 1-2.
When you do that, when you set up the changeup, it makes it tough when you get that fastball. That one in on the hands of Quigley, unable to catch up to it, but just to get a piece of it to stay alive.
The 1-2. Grounder, too short.
Nice play.
6-3, 2 away.
Nice job by Ingersoll to charge hard on that one-handed glove. And over to Gallant, or check that Palmer at first. So two-way here at the top of the 7th.
Left fielder number 29,
Bianca Mano now. It's the last chance for the Rebels. Try to get something going. First pitch outside. 1-0.
Villar a few steps over towards left and center.
1-0 upstairs. 2-0. See what her approach will be. 2-0. Hit in the air, carrying well. There's the first hit of the game, and that will end a no-hitter. It could be a triple. Ow! Trying to extend it from a double to a triple is Bianca Mono. Great rally there from the Stratford Brakettes. However, one pitch away from a combined no-hitter. And, however,
well, 965 is the score on that play. So once you see the numbers turned as an outfielder's chasing, you know it's going to land. And that was the case. Lennon charged, ran back as fast as she could all the way to the wall. No attempt to preserve that no-hitter at all, but she got that ball in quickly to Hall. Over to Ciampaglia for the third and final out here in game 1.
So that will do it. Final score, the Stratford Brakettes, 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Connecticut Rebels, no runs, a hit, and no errors. The win goes to Cacalant. The loss goes to Gabby Hine. Time of the ball game, how about this? 1 hour, 13 minutes.
Old school. That is old school softball.
We'll let the town of Stratford do their thing on ground crew duties, and we'll be back here for game number 2 in just about 15 to 20 minutes.